Two verbs that mean the same thing? Yep. Saber and conocer. The learning objectives for this lesson are that you are able to define saber and conocer, conjugate saber and conocer, state the applications of each verb, and determine which verb to use in sentences based on those applications or rules. Saber means to know. It is irregular in the yo form. Yo sé. Tú sabes. Él, ella, or usted sabe. Nosotros sabemos. Vosotros sabéis. And ellos, ellas, ustedes saben. I know, you know, he knows, she knows, you know, we know. Do they know that you know? You use the verb saber when you're talking about facts or information. You also use it when you're expressing if somebody knows how to do something. So you use saber with verbs. Here are some examples of saber in action. He knows how to play soccer. So this is a verb. Él sabe jugar fútbol. We know that 1 + 1 is 2. This is a fact or a piece of information. Nosotros sabemos que 1 + 1 son 2. She knows my phone number. That's a piece of information. Ella sabe mi número de teléfono. I know how to speak Spanish. Again, this is a verb or how to do something, so we use saber. Yo sé hablar español. So there's 2 rules for saber. They're pretty simple. Facts or information, and when you're talking about how to do something, or think when you're talking about a verb, you use saber. Conocer also means to know. It's also irregular in the yo form. Yo conozco. Tú conoces. Él, ella, or usted conoce. Nosotros conocemos. Vosotros conocéis. Ellos, ellas, or ustedes conocen. You use conocer when you're talking about being acquainted with a person, place, or a thing. So when you're acquainted with a noun. A lot of times in my mind, I think of it as familiarity. Are you familiar with? Are you acquainted with? You can also use conocer to mean to meet somebody. But this lesson is using it for knowing, to know. Whenever conocer is followed by an A, it means to know a specific person. So here are some examples of conocer in action. I know Roberta very well. Now we're talking about knowing a specific person, so we have to follow conocer with a. Yo conozco a Roberta muy bien. He is familiar with New York City. Él conoce la ciudad de Nueva York. We know Shakira's music. Again, like I mentioned, this is kind of familiarity or acquainted with Shakira's music. Nosotros conocemos la música de Shakira. I want to meet or acquaint myself with Ronald McDonald, the clown. He kind of scares me. Yo quiero conocer a Ronald McDonald. There should be an a in that sentence. So when you're using the verb to know, you have to decide, should you use conocer or saber? So the trick is being able to decide. Are you talking about knowing how to do something or a fact or information? Use saber. If you're talking about being acquainted with somebody, something, or a place, use conocer. So take a minute and try to write these sentences and decide, do you need saber or do you need conocer? And don't forget to conjugate them. He knows how to dance. Él sabe bailar, because it's how to do something. She knows my friend Sandra. Ella conoce a mi amiga Sandra, because you're acquainted with a person, a specific person, which is why we use a. They know the capital of Spain. Ellos saben el capital de España, because the capital of Spain that's a fact, or a piece of information. If you wanted to say that they're familiar with the capital of Spain, they could get themselves around the city, you would use conocer. You all know my job is to teach. Ustedes saben mi trabajo es enseñar, because it's a fact. You know that my job is to teach. That's a fact or a piece of information. Time to check yourself. Can you define the verbs saber and conocer? Can you conjugate them correctly? Can you state the differences or the applications of saber and conocer? And can you discern which verb is needed in context? Decide, do you need conocer or do you need saber? Great.